Hi everyone, welcome to Intentionality. So today I'm going to share with you 8 rules that makes for a happy relationship or marriage. 8 rules that makes for a happy relationship or marriage. Many times people desire to have a happy relationship or marriage, but in most cases they don't know what to do to be able to produce that kind of results. So in most cases, the people in the relationship, the two people in the relationship, don't know what to do. So they are just shadowboxing, hoping that they'll be able to have that kind of results. But it doesn't happen by default. Anyone that you see in a happy relationship or marriage, there are things that they are doing that is producing that result. So in this video, I am here to share with you 8 rules that makes for a happy relationship or marriage. But before we get into this, if you are new here, please consider subscribing and also hit the post notification bell so that you'll be notified anytime I post new content. Let's get into this. Having said this, rule number 1, both should not get angry at the same time. Both should not get angry at the same time. In almost every relationship, there will be occasions whereby there will be a little friction here or there. But when both of you become angry at the same time, in most cases, it will end up in chaos. There are people today, because of this thing, they've lost their spouse. I had a very sad story whereby couples in a relationship, the lady or the wife of the man was an asthmatic patient, and I think there was something that happened, and then both of them were angry at the same time. So the man left to sleep at the hall and left his wife in the bedroom. So at midnight, the wife was suffering from this asthma because the wife was an asthmatic patient. And as a matter of fact, because the husband was also angry at the same time and has left to sleep at the hall, whilst the wife was suffering, needing help, the husband was also sleeping at the hall. And then in the morning, the husband woke up early and then took his shower, dressed up, and then left the house simply because he's still angry at his wife. And when the husband closed from work, he returned back home seeing his wife lying at the same position before he left to go and sleep at the hall. And then whilst he was trying to tap his wife to wake up, the wife was not responding. The wife died when she was suffering from her asthma. So because both of them were angry, the man now lost his wife. But I believe that if both of them were able to resolve the problem and then even sleep together, by the time that the wife will be suffering, the man will be able to offer some help to ensure that the wife is okay. But because both of them were angry, the man lost his wife. So the first rule for a happy marriage is that both should never get angry at the same time. One has to humble himself and then submit and ensure that there is peace. Yes, there will be friction. Yes, there will be things that will come up in a relationship. But when both of you are angry, it will eventually end up in chaos. So this is rule number 1. Rule number 2, never bring past mistakes. Never bring past mistakes. Many people like bringing issues of past mistakes of their partner, and anytime you do that, you are trying to bring the past into the present. The past is past. You cannot do anything about the past, whether it is good or bad. So the best thing to do is to find a way never to bring past mistakes, because when you bring past mistakes, it brings back memories of bad things that has happened. And as a matter of fact, it does not bring joy and happiness in a relationship. So rule number 2 is try that any past mistakes that it has been already resolved, don't bring it back again. Many people still use the past mistakes of 1990, of all kinds of things that has happened years ago, to sabotage their partner. That is not right. The past is past. Let the past be, and then focus on what you can do in the present for your glorious relationship or marriage. Rule number 3. If one has to win the argument, let it be your partner. If one must win the argument, let it be your partner. In many cases, there will be arguments in your relationship, but you have to ensure that you allow your partner to win. Many times, people don't want to lose in arguments because they think that if they lose in an argument, they are inferior, they are less. So they will always try to do things to be able to win an argument. And most times, when it continues over and over, and the man does not want to lose the argument, the woman too does not want to lose the argument, everybody is claiming that he or she is right. In most cases, it will end up to be a fight. I have witnessed and seen fights happening between two couples or people in a relationship, and in most cases, it's either one ends up in hospital or one passes out. Recently, I saw in the news how that a little argument that happened between two couples, as they were arguing, the man just became angry and then went to pull a gun and then shot his wife dead. That is not right. So for you to be able to have a happy relationship, you should ensure that when it comes to argument, let your partner win. It does not demean you, it does not make you less, it does not change your pedigree and your status, but it's a sign of maturity just to prevent any chaos from happening. Rule number 4. When you have done something wrong, get ready to admit it and then ask for forgiveness. I repeat, when you have done something wrong, get ready to admit it and then ask for forgiveness. Many people don't know how to say I am sorry because they think that when they say I am sorry, it is going to stink their ego. Many relationships wouldn't have broken up or ended up in shambles if the parties involved knew how to say I am sorry. Many people don't know how to say I am sorry. It looks so simple, but many people find it very difficult just to admit and then ask for forgiveness. I am sorry simply means I acknowledge my limitation as a human and I admit so that I'll become a better person. So when you say I am sorry, it's a sign of maturity, not a sign that you are of a low class or a low status. No, when you say I am sorry, it means that you are matured. Many relationships today has ended, many marriages has ended into divorce simply because one or both parties couldn't say I am sorry to each other. So get ready to admit when you are wrong and then ask for forgiveness. It will help to bring happiness in your relationship or marriage. Rule number 5. Neglect the whole world and focus on each other. Neglect the whole world and focus on each other. In most cases, when you get married, you will find out that you will meet other people that you think that they are better than your spouse. So you'll be thinking that you made the wrong choice. No, forget about the world and focus on each other. When you're able to do that, you'll be able to appreciate your spouse or your partner. Don't compare your spouse or your partner to other people. You may not even know what they are also going through. Just neglect the world and focus on each other. When that happens, you'll be able to know and see the value in your partner. So neglect the whole world, because almost every day you will see somebody that is better than your spouse. And if that is your focus, then you will never appreciate your spouse or your partner. But if you neglect the whole world and cherish your partner for who he is or who she is, then you will see the value in her or you see the value in him, and then it will help you to be able to appreciate him, and you will have a very happy relationship or marriage. Stop comparing your partner to others. Rule number 6. You have to trust your partner. You have to trust your partner. But trust is not something that happens automatically. We earn trust. You cannot force anybody to trust you. You do things that will help to be able to earn trust. So you have to ensure that you play your part for your partner to be able to trust you. But you have to know that in any relationship or marriage, trust is a major key. If you cannot trust your partner, if you cannot trust your spouse, the person that you are in a relationship with, then eventually you begin to have all kinds of thoughts that will not help to produce happiness in your relationship. Trust is the key, and you have to learn how to trust your partner. Rule number 7. You have to make decisions together. You have to make decisions together. The reason why both of you have agreed to be in a relationship is to help to advance and improve your lifestyles. So if you guys are not taking decisions together, eventually you will not have that happiness that you desire to see in your relationship. In the book of Ecclesiastes, the Bible says that two is better than one. Why? Because they have a good report for whatever they do. So as you take decisions together and you work together as a team, yourself and your partner, you will see that you'll be able to achieve much, because the Bible says that two is better than one. The Bible even talks about how one will put 1,000 together, but two will put 10,000. Can you imagine? I thought two will pull down 2,000, but the Bible says that it will multiply. So two will pull down 10,000. So you have to know that you and your partner, you are a great team. You guys have to come together and take decisions together. In many marriages that I have witnessed and I have seen, many times the husband is doing his own thing, and then the wife too is also doing her own thing. There's no togetherness, there's no unity, there's no bonding. No. For you to be able to see happiness in your relationship, you have to make decisions together and then build together. And when you're able to do that, you will see that you'll be able to achieve many things in a short possible time. Learn to make and take decisions together, and you will see happiness in your relationship. Rule number 8: learn to respect and compliment your partner. Learn to respect and compliment your partner. You have to learn how to respect your partner. You have to honor your partner and learn to compliment. Many people don't know how to compliment their partner because they don't know, or they think that when they do that, it is something that is going to affect their pedigree. Everybody wants to go to a place whereby they are valued, loved, and appreciated. In fact, the greatest psychological need of every human being is the need to feel appreciated, loved, and cared for. So if somebody sows that seed of love to you, of compliment, of honor to you, it makes you feel good. That person has satisfied your greatest psychological need. So in your relationship, learn to compliment your partner, learn to respect, learn to show honor. It doesn't change anything. Yesterday, I was in the house with my father, whereby I saw that my mom went to, have a new hair done. So the moment my mom entered and I saw my dad complimenting my mom, "This looks good on you. You look so beautiful and young." And whilst my dad was doing that, I saw the joy and happiness that my mom was experiencing within that short moment. This will bring happiness into your relationship. Those that their relationship and marriage is working, it doesn't mean that they are more special than you. These and many things are the things that they do that produces that happiness in their relationship. It does not happen automatically. You have to learn some of these keys and rules that will help you to be able to produce that result. And I hope that these 8 rules or keys that I've shared with you has helped you to know what to do to be able to have a happy relationship or marriage. I hope this has brought value to you. If so, please don't forget to like, also comment, share with families and friends. And if you have not subscribed, please don't forget to subscribe. Stay safe, and I'll see you soon.